In a world where luxury is often defined by rarity, one product manages to deliver a premium experience to millions of people every single day. Every 24 hours, the production lines at the heart of the global manufacturing network churn out over 1 million bars of Galaxy chocolate, enough to stretch across several cities if laid end to end. This is not just a simple candy bar. It is an industrial masterpiece that combines decades of history with cutting-edge physics and agricultural science. How can something as ordinary as a shelf-stable treat achieve a texture so refined that it has set the global gold standard for silkiness for over 60 years? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the massive factory doors to reveal the high-pressure vats, the robotic precision, and the secret milk crumb process that turns raw tropical beans into a smooth sensation. We will explore the journey from the rainforests of the equator to the high-speed wrapping machines in the United Kingdom, uncovering the technical secrets that keep this brand at the top of the global confectionery market. The story begins far from the industrial giants of today, in a small corner of Chicago during the 1930s. A Greek-American entrepreneur named Leo Stefanos owned a local shop called Dove Candies and Ice Cream, where he prioritized quality above all else. In 1956, the brand took a revolutionary turn after Leo watched his son chasing an ice cream van down a dangerous street. Determined to create a superior treat his son could enjoy safely at home, the shop owner developed a famous ice cream bar, dipping blocks of premium ice cream into a proprietary, ultra-smooth chocolate coating. This local sensation eventually caught the eye of an American multinational, which acquired the business in 1986 to integrate it into their global snacking portfolio. While the American market remained loyal to the original name, a parallel success story was unfolding across the Atlantic. In 1960, the company launched its premier milk chocolate bar in the United Kingdom under a different identity to avoid confusion with a popular soap brand. This new product was an immediate sensation, marketed specifically for its silkiness and a texture that was vastly different from the grittier options available at the time. By the time the parent company acquired the American business, the British brand had already spent 26 years building deep consumer loyalty. Today, although the product carries different names in different countries, the fundamental engineering behind the chocolate remains the same. The brand has expanded into more than 8 major global regions, from the bustling markets of China to the growing economy of India. It has become a multi-billion-dollar entity, yet it still traces its soul back to that original Chicago candy shop and the pursuit of a perfect, smooth melt. The life cycle of every bar starts thousands of miles away from the factory floor, in the lush, humid tropical rainforests located within 20 degrees of the equator. The main raw materials are sourced primarily from countries like Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana, and Ecuador, where millions of cacao trees thrive in the shade of the forest canopy. Each cacao pod is harvested by hand during 2 main crop seasons, carefully opened with machetes to reveal the precious beans nestled in a sweet white pulp. These beans must undergo a critical biological transformation through fermentation, which lasts between 3 and 7 days. During this time, natural microorganisms break down the sugars in the pulp, generating the chemical precursors responsible for the complex flavor and rich color of the final chocolate. Once fermented, the beans are dried in the sun until their moisture content drops to approximately 6%, ensuring they can survive the long journey across the ocean without spoiling. Upon arrival at the industrial facility, the beans enter a massive cleaning system, where powerful vacuums and mechanical sieves remove every trace of sand, wood, or jute fibers. The cleaned beans are then fed into giant rotary roasting cylinders, which are the cornerstone of flavor development. Maintaining temperatures around 120 degrees Celsius for up to 30 minutes, the roasting process reduces moisture and brings out the characteristic chocolate aroma. After roasting, the beans are quickly cooled and passed through a winnowing machine that cracks them open, using fans to blow away the brittle outer shells. What remains are the nibs, the lipid-rich heart of the bean containing over 50% cocoa butter. These nibs are ground between heavy steel discs, where the friction creates enough heat to melt the fats into a thick, dark liquid known as cocoa liquor. This liquor serves as the base for all subsequent stages of the manufacturing process. This mixture is then blended with a portion of the cocoa liquor and transferred to a massive vacuum cooker. By reducing the atmospheric pressure inside the vat, the water can be removed at a relatively low temperature, preventing the delicate milk proteins from scorching. This specific stage triggers the Maillard reaction, a complex series of chemical transformations between the amino acids and sugars. This reaction is what creates the deep toffee, nutty, and caramelized notes that distinguish this chocolate from its competitors. The result is a stable, cellular cake that is milled into a fine powder with a shelf life of up to 1 year. Once the milk crumb is ready, it is combined with additional cocoa butter and sugar before entering the refining phase, which is where the silkiness is physically engineered. The chocolate paste is passed through a series of heavy steel rollers in a process called roll refining. The goal is to crush every single particle of sugar and cocoa until it is smaller than 30 microns, which is roughly 1/3 the thickness of a human hair. Because the human tongue can detect particles larger than 30 microns as gritty or sandy, the factory maintains extreme precision to ensure every batch stays within the target range of 15 to 30 microns. This intense mechanical pressure ensures a uniform distribution of solids within the fat phase, laying the groundwork for a perfect melt. It is a slow, energy-intensive process, but it is the only way to meet the rigorous quality standards established for the brand flagship products. Following refining, the chocolate exists as a dry, flaky powder that must be transformed back into a fluid state through a process called conching. A conchi is a specialized vessel that continuously kneads and stirs the chocolate mass for anywhere from 10 to 48 hours. For milk chocolate, the temperature is carefully maintained at approximately 50 degrees Celsius to preserve the delicate dairy notes and prevent unwanted caramelization. The continuous mechanical shear forces break up clusters of solid particles, ensuring each one is evenly coated with a thin film of cocoa butter. This stage also allows volatile acids and residual moisture to evaporate, removing any lingering bitterness from the fermentation stage. By the time the conching is complete, the mixture has become a smooth, flowing liquid with the ideal viscosity for the final molding stage. Before the liquid can be turned into a solid bar, it must undergo tempering, a precise thermodynamic dance to control the crystallization of the cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is polymorphic, meaning it can solidify into several different forms, but only a specific crystal structure provides the glossy finish and firm snap consumers expect. The chocolate is heated to melt all existing crystals, then cooled to initiate new ones, and finally slightly reheated to melt away the unstable structures, leaving only the perfect stable seeds to grow. The tempered chocolate is then poured into molds that feature an iconic undulating wave design. This shape is not just for aesthetics, it is engineered to facilitate the way the bar breaks and melts on the tongue. The soft corners and flowing lines are designed to release the flavor in 3 distinct stages, from the initial creamy hit to the lingering finish that promotes relaxation. Quality is monitored through every microsecond of the process, using a sophisticated digital network, often referred to as digital twins. These are virtual models of the factory equipment, fed by thousands of sensors that track temperature, pressure, and speed in real time. This technology allows operators to predict potential equipment failures before they happen and ensures that every package is filled with absolute accuracy. artificial intelligence-powered vision systems scan the bars as they move along the line at high speeds, automatically rejecting any that are malformed or improperly tempered. In the Slough factory alone, which has been in operation since 1932, over 1,000 dedicated employees work 24 hours a day to maintain these standards. These rigorous checks include routine testing for food safety and sensory assessments by calibrated panels to ensure the flavor profile remains consistent across every market in the world. The wrapping machines are a marvel of mechanical engineering, capable of processing up to 300 bars every minute. These systems use specialized foils and papers designed to protect the chocolate from moisture and oxygen, which are the primary enemies of shelf life. As the bars are wrapped, they are automatically bundled into multi-packs or boxes and moved toward the secondary packaging area. Here, robotic arms take over, palletizing the finished goods with tireless precision for transport to massive warehouse networks. The scale of the operation is truly staggering, with the main United Kingdom facility producing 1 million bars daily, alongside specialized formats like aerated ripple bars. This massive output is then distributed through a global logistics chain that reaches over 180 countries. Whether it is a giant cargo ship crossing the Atlantic or a delivery truck navigating the streets of Dubai, the goal is to get the product to the shelf in perfect condition. To maintain its lead in the global market, the company employs a strategy of adaptation, adjusting its core products to fit local cultures and climates. In the Middle East and North Africa, for example, the brand offers a unique range known as jewels, which are bite-sized, assorted chocolates designed for the regional culture of gifting and hospitality. They have even developed chocolate-covered dates, which coat a traditional regional staple in smooth chocolate to celebrate local agricultural heritage. In India, the challenges of high ambient temperatures and a lack of consistent refrigeration led to the development of a special, heat-robust signature recipe. This ensures the chocolate remains solid and maintains its texture even in warmer environments. From vegan versions to limited editions inspired by baklava and Turkish delight, the brand proves that a global giant can still feel personal and local. The economic impact of this manufacturing machine is felt globally, as the parent company remains the #1 confectionery producer in the world. With annual sales across its snacking segment reaching approximately $20 billion, the brand is a cornerstone of a massive industrial ecosystem. In the United Kingdom, it consistently ranks as the second best-selling chocolate bar, reflecting its status as a household staple. The industry involves over 80 countries in the production and processing of cocoa, supporting millions of livelihoods from West African farmers to European factory workers. This economic power also allows the company to invest heavily in digital transformation and cloud computing, which improve decision-making and operational efficiency across its dozens of global plants. By integrating all aspects of the supply chain, from the soil health of the farm to the energy usage of the warehouse, the organization ensures it remains competitive in an increasingly complex market. From the initial harvest of a cacao pod in Ghana to the robotic wrapping lines of a high-tech factory, the journey of this chocolate is a testament to human ingenuity and the pursuit of perfection. Every undulating wave and silky bite is the result of thousands of hours of engineering, a complex milk crumb reaction, and a global network of dedicated professionals. It is a process that turns raw, bitter beans into a moment of pure relaxation, enjoyed by millions. We have seen how science, history, and a commitment to sustainability come together to create one of the world's iconic treats. But what do you think makes the perfect chocolate bar? Do you prefer the classic smooth milk version? Or are you a fan of the textured ripples and regional specialties? Let us know in the comments below which part of the process surprised you the most. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of industrial confectionery, Do not forget to like and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes looks at how your favorite products are made. Stay tuned for our next video where we explore the fascinating manufacturing of another global favorite.